lilac brown stamp is one of the rarest of the Victorian era. Those that feature the original gum, which is the adhesive on the back that helps it stick to an envelope or package, are the most coveted. In the center, the face of Queen Victoria looking to the left, next to the face value of £1. This lilac brown colored stamp can be worth around $20,000. The Rose's Error stamp was produced in 1978. Due to an error, some pieces were printed without the postage price of 13 cents. Roses are represented on the stamp. Today in the world only 3 pieces are known with this misprint, and one of these can be worth around $130,000. The British penny black is highly coveted among collectors. Queen Victoria looking to the left, under the face value of the stamp, 1 penny. Black in color and first issued in 1840, today one of this can be worth around $350,000. The official Ir Edward VII 60 stamp in opaque light purple was withdrawn almost immediately after its issue in 1904. The face of reigning Edward VII, who ruled the United Kingdom for 8 years. This stamp was only printed in a limited number, and today one of these can be worth around $400,000. The 77 penny red board is a rare version with a particular design. About 2 billion penny reds were printed for the issue, but probably the most valuable are those printed from plate 77. The proof sheets of the penny red in this series contained imperfections, that is, printed in poor quality, but nevertheless, many of the lot entered into circulation. Today, they are considered the holy grail of British philately, and can be worth up to $550,000. Cook Island stamps were issued by an atoll that is part of the former English colony of the independent archipelago located in the Pacific Ocean. It is the Aitutaki Atoll located in the northeast of the island's presence on several of these pieces flowers and plants typical of the landscape. In some of them there is also the face of a young Queen Elizabeth II, sovereign of the United Kingdom. Of various face values today this entire series is worth $120. The city-state Aden, territory that is today in Yemen, was a former British Crown colony from 1937 to 1963. This complete series of Aden was issued to represent the different landscapes, buildings and maritime means that are part of the port city. In all these pieces there is the face of the reigning Elizabeth II. If you own this entire collection, then you will find yourself worth $125 on hand. The Queen's face is also found on these 1954 Falkland Islands stamps, islands located in South America and still part of the overseas territories of the United Kingdom to this day. In each piece you will notice the image of a ship or fishing boat with the name of the boat underneath. Ships used a lot to navigate the frozen ocean waters. Today this entire collection is worth $140. South Georgia 1963 stamps were issued to represent the British overseas territory in the Atlantic Ocean, an archipelago also called Southern Georgia due to its position in the southern hemisphere. In various of these pieces you will be able to notice different animals that revolve around the country: whales, elephant seals, reindeer and other animal species. Today this complete set, kept in perfect condition, is worth $160. The most sought-after series of the English colonies is that of the British Antarctic Territory in the year 1963, British overseas territory located at the South Pole and where the territory is formed by a vast glacier. In each piece you will notice icebreakers, igloo tents, towing vehicles, animals and many other representations that are part of the territory. This complete series is now worth $165. The Queen's stamps from 1955 depict on the obverse the image of the sovereign Elizabeth II, sovereign of the United Kingdom. To the left, you will notice some castles owned by the Queen. For example, in the 2 shillings and 5 shillings piece, you will notice the Windsor Castle, located north of London. It is the abode of the sovereign, normally used during the holiday season. Complex that extends for 8,000 hectares. In the 10 shillings and £1 piece, other properties are represented, made up of hundreds of luxurious rooms. This collection is now worth $150. The green 1 shilling stamp from 1847. It is a rare and highly sought-after piece in the world of philately. On the center, the bust of Queen Victoria is depicted. Sovereign of the United Kingdom for 64 years from 1837 to 1901. This is the great-great-grandmother of Queen Elizabeth II. Around the piece. The writing indicating the face value of the stamp. Or 1 shilling. This green-colored piece. Today it's worth $325. The couple of stamps of the King year 1913. Depicts the effigy of George V. Ruler of the United Kingdom for 26 years from 1910 to 1936. He was the direct grandfather of Queen Elizabeth II. Top on the sides. You will notice 2 writings that mean postal receipts. That is, it indicated the payment and value of the stamp. Below the picture. The inscription indicating the value of half and 1 penny of the British pound. Of different colors. This coupled together today is worth $350. The quatrain of the King year 1939. Depicts the effigy of George VI in the center. Ruler of the United Kingdom for 16 years from 1936 to 1952. Direct father of Queen Elizabeth II. George VI. He was in fact the last British ruler to be King of all Ireland. Before he became a full-fledged republic. You will see around his face. Laurel leaves and the royal crown on top. Under. On the sides the face value of 10 shillings. Black-blue color. Today it's worth $600. The 2-pence stamp from 1855. It is one of the most sought-after and valuable pieces in the world of English philately. On the center. The bust of Queen Victoria is depicted. She is given the name of Grandmother of Europe. Because of her the 9 children of her and 20 of her grandchildren. They married other members of the nobility from all over Europe. Under her bust. The nominal value of 2 pence of the British pound is shown. Blue in color. Today this original stamp dated 1855 is worth $735. Europa stamps. They were issued by the UK. On behalf of the European community. You will see 2 different depictions. The first represents a landscape. By Hydgen. In the Plinlimmon mountain range. In central Wales, west of Great Britain. It is a place where in 1401 the Battle of Hydgen was fought between the Welsh and English armies to oppose the English domination that lasted from 1400 to 1415 in the territory. On the second piece, you will see the depiction of the young Queen Elizabeth II. Facing left. This whole and original collection dated 2004. Today it's worth $12. The United Kingdom of Libya stamps from 1955. They were issued by the English Post Office to commemorate Libya's independence. Obtained in 1951 in its alliance with Great Britain. The monarchy of Libya was supervised by the British government. So much so that both the United States and Great Britain, they kept in the Libyan country 2 very important and strategic military bases for the control of the Mediterranean, of various colors. They all depict the coat of arms of the Kingdom of Libya. Under. The name that translated means precisely United Kingdom of Libya. This entire collection is now worth $27. The stamps of the Libyan King year 1952. Given the importance of the political and military control behind the new Libyan monarchy, they were issued to commemorate the first king of Libya, or Idris, ruler of Libya, who ruled the country for 18 years, from 1951 to 1969. In fact, you will be able to see his face in the center of this stamp. Below the picture, the various nominal values of the pieces expressed in the Libyan pound. More down, the inscription in English. Kingdom of Libya. These stamps are now worth $30. The stamps of the Libyan King year 1952 were issued in the same year as the collection you just saw. They differ only in size and in the diversity of colors on the larger pieces. Up over the face of King Idris, you will see his name in Arabic. A little above, the royal crown of various nominal values. This complete series is worth $55. The King's stamp stamped with the year 1952 stamp. They have the particularity of having been used and stamped by various post offices. You will see both smaller sized pieces, both pieces of larger size. Above these pieces, the stamp with the inscription Tripoli, capital city of Libya. which authenticates the first day of issue of these stamps. Or April 15, 1952. Most sought-after stamps by collectors and enthusiasts in the world of philately. Today they are worth $120.